Hi, Theo. Can you hear me? Oh, okay, now you can.
Hello.
Um, from Telecenter Europe. We are going to wait 3 more minutes for people to join in, and then we start.
You hear me well?
I can hear you very well, and
Good.
when we start, we can also ask other participants if they hear you. And we hear you very well. Okay, everyone, this is Gabriela from Telecenter Europe. I'm not really sure if the connection will work, the video, so I'm gonna turn it on, but probably then I will have to switch it off, so hello. Um, First to welcome you to this webinar and sort out some technical issues so that we can proceed smoothly content. First of all, if you can all turn your videos except the presenter, I think this would improve the connection. Then also, when you are not speaking, please turn off your microphone. This can be done by clicking on the microphone to your name, and it will become red. And it would help the conversation because sometimes the noises that are on around you can disturb the presenter. Um, well, if somebody cannot or does not mute their mic and there are extensive noise in them, then I will mute it for you. So secondly, you can see that there is a chat window below the participant list. And so if you have any technical problem, you cannot hear or something, please send me a private message. This can be done by going to send to in the chat and then choosing Telecenter Europe from the list. So send your technical to everyone and just message me. So in order to hear and speak, connect to audio, and I see that many people still have not connected, so I'm going to have to write them a private message to each one of them in order to let them know that they need to connect their computers and the small icon with the headphones with your next to their name. But I think that we can start, and then one by one I will close those people while is making their introduction. So thanks, Alteo, for agreeing to lead this webinar and share your experience about the one. Well, please feel free to pass the presenter ball to you now, so you can also share your screen when needed. And please be welcome.
Hello. I hope that you can hear me well. Let me just show my face, then I will turn it off. That probably is better. Probably we have met before in Europe conferences or assemblies. Anyway, they have been asked, and I'm glad to speak a bit about Erasmus Plus, and in particular, we will go through the key action one. So, you probably know Erasmus Plus is it involves different type of activities, namely 3 activities. And depending on the objective of these activities, the structure of the projects, and as well as the documents to be taken into account. Start sharing my screen. I hope that it will work. Let me see. Okay, that you can see my screen.
Yes.
We see it, yes.
Thank you. All right. Let me do some basic information about the K Action 1. Differently from the last program for education, the lifelong learning program, activities that includes a mobility of a student or a teacher or a professional in Europe are part of K Action 1, and they are decentralized. So everything that relates to K1 has to associate with national agencies. The first step approaching the program Erasmus Plus is to find out which one is your national agency. This is the very first important step. Why? Because in some countries, for example in Italy, we have 3 different national agencies depending on the sector. Erasmus Plus is only divided into key activities, but it's also divided into strengths. So we have decided which one is the activity that's relevant for us, also to think about our main target group. For example, for KA1, we have 4 different types of mobility. Actually, we have mobility for higher education staff, mobility for adult educators, mobility for school staff and teachers, more vets, and mobility for young people. In Italy, to give you an example, if I want to apply for vets, I have one national agency, and for vets, I have other 2 national agencies. So this is the website where you can find which you have the of countries. You can see national agency related to which field. Now we'll continue taking the Italian one as an example and show even the e-forms that you have to load for preparing your project proposal are different. Again, second important information. Why? If you have in mind a project that want to move your adult educators to another country for a running course, then you select the correct e-form. If you use another e-form, then the project won't be taken into consideration. Let's talk about our needs, especially the needs for Telecenter Europe members. Most of the network members in the network are not school, but they actually work with us or with other groups that can be included in that sector. Now, considering that today we will speak about training courses abroad, let me a suggestion. If with vet students, you vet center, and you deliver courses to higher vet students, then you choose anyway the adult education sector. Why? Because depending on the type of that you said at the beginning, you will be able to choose only several type of mobilities, and not always the training courses abroad are part of this selection. For example, for the VEC sector, 2 mobilities that you can choose are the training teaching assignments abroad. So in words, you will go to another vet school or vet center to deliver your training. Job shadowing that takes place in another vet center or in a company to increase the competencies of your teachers and trainers. And if you want to follow a course, a structured training course, with the vet form, this won't be possible. And this is important because when you set in other e-forms the structured training course option, that will allow you to ask for a specific grant to pay and cover the fee of this course. So you will have a specific budget to organizer of the course. So let's take then as an example only the adult education e-form. Courses abroad are an occasion to send a group of your peers in another country in order to follow a structured course. Anyway, it's not necessary to have a big group of people. If you have 2 or 3 or even 1 staff member, and you can prove that the competencies that she will acquire abroad are very important for your development strategy, then you can apply even for 1 person. So for who were working with lifelong learning program, probably you have already asked for an in-service training grant. Well, then now the process is completely different. Before, the starting point was the individual. So if who's working in a specific organization were asking to the agency then to take part in the course. Now the request should start from the organization, and it has to be very clear that the participation at this structured course align with the European development strategy and with activities that you carry out in your organization. So the difference that is implied is that before there was a official catalog for courses. So if one organization was wishing to offer a course to some foreigner teachers or adult educators, it was necessary to register this course in the catalog of the European Commission. Now, this is not necessary anymore. In fact, you probably received many offers through different channels, newsletters, the web, social networks, etc., etc. So, education based in any European country can offer a course to Erasmus Plus teachers or trainers. To the form. Essentially, I want to show you this website of the or project, depends on how you pronounce it. This that I have coordinated a Leonardo Transfer of Innovation, and now we are implementing the follow-up project. EM stands for European Knowledge Center for Mobility. There are different parts of the platform, and we'll go through the route to success. At the beginning, you have to select who you are within the framework of the mobility project. A host, a beneficiary. Now we follow the sending line. As you see, the highlighted only for the sending organization, and then we will go in the platform. You can go through all the steps for the organization and implementation of a mobility project. I'm showing this platform because the date that has been already uploaded on web comes from this project. As you can see on the side, first step, how to apply. You have different guides. Now, that I will show you is a little bit different from this one, which is available in internet in different languages. Because the UCAM project was called for vet mobility of students. It's important to follow the other steps because apart of first selection, most tips included in this website are very useful also for mobility of adult educators. Guide, as I said, this was taken directly from the UCAM project and then adjusted for school staff and adult educators. First section of the guides explain in detail how you can obtain a PIC code. For never worked in Erasmus Plus or European financial programs, thing is the PIC number, participant identification code. The process to obtain the PIC number is very simple, and I won't stop part of the guide. But as to Gabriela, in case you need support, just send us an email, and we'll try to help you out. Form. All right, this first section. As you can see, the first information that you are required to include is the PIC number. Once you have put the PIC number here, most of the information in the form, at least in this section, will automatically download it from the database of the executive agency. Field, of course, it means that is necessary. There are two different type of fields in the form. The red ones, necessary, mandatory information. The green ones, automatically downloaded information. And light gray or light green ones, you can or include information. We have specified number as the one the applicant organization. You want to send your consortium. Erasmus Plus mention the term. This is only to your consortium. So, for a mobility grant, you get with your or in collaboration with a network of national organizations. But be careful, because if you want to apply as a consortium, the minimum number of organizations is 3. If I with 2 organizations, and the project won't be taken into consideration. Also, the background and the appearance is different if you're as one single organization or a network of organizations. Brings you to explain your European development plan and network. educational consortium. I'm moving to other sections required to include about the legal representative and the contact person. And that's section, European Development Plan. The Union, as explained, want to know what needs to be improved in your organization, especially in this case in terms of competencies of your training staff. And you have to explain why the course that you are following abroad to another organization in another country cannot be followed at national level. This is crucial information that you have to provide in order to obtain the grant. Which steps you want to undertake to achieve the organizational goals. So in other words, the project that you are presenting is not the fact that you are sending a group of trainers or some staff for your organization to follow the course. The project will last much more than the course itself. And for this reason, you have to explain here at the beginning how you organize these steps within the framework of your European Development Plan. In the sections of the form that most probably we want time to see details, you will have to include information about the management project, the evaluation activities, and the decision activities. But everything should be related to the development plan. Moving to the other section, this project, the objectives, and the objectives in this case that we are talking about a structured mobility, a structured course abroad, will be to the skills of the organization and its trainers, staff in a particular area. So who are your teachers and trainers, and we are sending them abroad? Which is their background? How they are going to use the competencies that are abroad during the outcomes, which is the content of the course, and how it structures in terms of knowledge, skills, and attitudes and behaviors. So the program of the course described under a pedagogical point of view. So you are planning to certify the competencies, most probably through the release of a certificate of attendance from the organization that is providing the course, but also to the European for certification, the content of the course. And that's starting from section G, you have all the steps of the project, not only the mobility activity. Starting from preparation, management, all the activities that you will agree with either of the course, who is the CEO in care of certain activities, partner of ours, and if you are the coordinator of a national consortium, are the duties of your partners at national level. Activity details are from this. You start to include those information that will create the budget of your budget in an automatic way. Depending on country, so the distance that from the country of origin, your country, and the country of destination, the budget for training will change. And they depend from or staying abroad, the budget for subsistence and accommodation will be different, of course. So at the end, you have three main budget items that will generate automatically in the e-form. Erasmus Plus means travel from your office to the airport and the flight country from the country of origin and the country of destination. You will have budget for subsistence and accommodation that is called in the e-form individual support. You will to use this budget for travel in the hosting country, as well as subsistence of every type. And finally, the fee to cover the fee of the course. And so this budget is standard. It is to ask up to 70 euro per person per day. The budget that you can ask is 700 euro per person. It means that if you organize to attend a course that lasts 1 month, then you'll have no more than 700 euro anyway. Most of the organizations around Europe are organizing courses that 2 weeks. Yes, sorry. Don't see the chat anymore. Here it is. Yes, in less than 5 minutes. Means that you'll have 2 full weeks to travel, so to reach the country of destination, start the course, most probably 5 days of training during the first week and training during the second week. I will conclude by showing one of that we are offering here in Italy. It's about Musiater and Augmented Cultural Heritage, where Musiater means new theater. You'll be familiar with that. But a course program, as you can see, is 12 days. 12 days including 5 days 10 days of training, and the thing is about the use, the exploitation of augmented reality and virtual reality in order to organize project-based activities in cultural heritage with adult groups. If you want to apply for this, what as a GINA, or for this one or for another one, what as a GINA, we have prepared a similar document to this one, tips, a place where you need to elaborate your text, because the text, the content depends on your organization, but already prepared field in documents that relates directly to the training course. So please, for this meeting, if you want to follow one of the course, just send me an email and we will cooperate.
Thank you, Teo. I think this was a very useful and practical presentation. And just to confirm that the email that I sent you just before the webinar, I included 2 links to the 2 courses offered by Egina and posted on Unite IT. There are a couple of more. So I think in total you're offering 5 courses, Teo. So please feel free to go to Unite IT, check out the courses, and then contact Teo for more information. And I've seen there are some more members who have prepared courses. So I would like to invite them to just say a couple of words about the topic, about the contact person to which you should turn if you are interested. So first I would like to ask Veronique if you can hear me, just to say a couple of words about your digital storytelling course and who people should contact if they are interested. Veronique, can you hear me? Veronique has some problems with the microphone. I don't know. Okay, in this case, the next member who sent me a proposal for a course was Magdalena from Open the Windows Macedonia. So Magdalena, if you want to say some words. You have your mic.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Just short, and is doing this more than 10 years, is training on assistive technology use with young people and children with different kinds of disability, but also we work with adults and on how to make their computer easier to work. So it's advanced assistive technology, but it's something that they use in daily basis. Topics that are very common on our trainings are some common characteristics of persons with different type of disabilities, e-inclusion and e-accessibility, assistive information technology with hardware and software, of introducing assistive technology in Macedonia. That's our case study on how we try to include assistive technology in a regular school in Macedonia. Methods, techniques, and tools for assistive technology use, practical instruction for educators on how to use assistive technology instruction or in their daily work. So the thing is very useful for educators with different types of disability, also for parents maybe, teachers and other specialists that are active in the disability. Ask me or my colleague Margarita. Maybe I can share with you the offer that I already sent her. And when you have some question, you are free to contact me or others.
Okay, much. Yes, I have shared your training offer, and at the end of the document, their email address of your colleagues. Okay, thank you. That Veronique maybe now is available. So can you also say something about your course?
The course of digital storytelling. Maybe I should explain a little bit what is digital storytelling. Digital storytelling is a way to ask people to tell a story about some issue, a social issue or problem they have or thing they want to tell. And the course is to facilitate, to become train people, youth workers, social workers, to be facilitators of digital storytelling projects. So it is that if you follow the course from the course is about 5-6 days. If you are able to facilitate in your own country with your own target group digital storytelling project. And at the same time, people who come to this course is divided in a theoretical part and a practical part. So when people are following the course, they are also due to make their own digital story, because we think that you cannot understand good what it is to be a facilitator of a digital storytelling work if you never have experienced to make a digital story. So that's in towards the purpose of the course. For any questions, we try to enter it now, so the course will be in October, I think. I think that's the best moment. From 21 October, if you're interested to follow the course, tell me. You can join my email or with BAMP or Unite IT, you can join me.
Thank you, Veronique. And the last course that we received before the webinar was from the Cyprus Computer Society. So I would like to invite Panikos to also say some couple of words about the topic and the contact person. Can you please unmute your mic and introduce the course?
I hear you.
Okay, perfect. So can you please say a couple?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good morning, everybody. The course we are offering is through a partner center in one of our coastal centers here in Cyprus. The goal is managing the fast technological change for all educators. As we all realize and we live, tech changes very fast, so we put this intensive and hands-on course together, through which we introduce educators to the ways that they can use their course in their classes in order to, let's say, to these technical changes, with themselves having to go through reading or learning about them in their own way. Our associate George Haralambous has run this program several times as part of the program quite successfully, I have to say, with us from different countries all over Europe. And in the schedule, the program is being offered in a number of days throughout 2017. The program itself will cover items like the cloud technologies and designing web pages, and also how to go about developing an MOOC course, which are becoming very popular and dominating the educational well. But the training itself is, I have to say, is a bit intensive, but there are also side activities, including visual archaeological sites with an experience guide. And since the groups are very small, there is quite interaction, interactivity among participants and there. So, if you're interested, we would like to welcome you, Cyprus, in 2018.
Thank you for this introduction. I would like to underline that at least from all the courses that we received, what we have seen is that the costs are they are reasonable, and they can be fully covered by the fee provided. Erasmus Plus budget is €70 per day for the course fee. Yeah, I think that actually this opportunity is quite suitable. I would like to invite you to ask questions either to Alteo if you have any questions about the application form, etc., or either to one of the other members offering the training that you just heard, or even if you yourself would like to offer training that was not mentioned so far. So open the floor for questions, and please just unmute your microphone and say that you have a question. Then if there are more questions, I will give the word to the first and then to the next one. Thank you. There are questions, and everything was clear and very.
Maybe, can I add something?
Yes, of course.
I want to make clear that while you go through the manual, and you will discover that structured training courses is not the only mobility activity that you can apply for. At the same time, a project that can include different type of mobilities at the same time. So in other words, you want to ask for a grant to participate in a course, and then you want that two of your trainers go abroad for a teaching assignment to another telecenter. This is even possible. So I'm working on European mobility for 10 years now, and I find it as a very good opportunity, not only for the mobility itself, but also to create networks and maybe think about bigger projects like KA2 strategic partnerships or something different. So if you're not interested in courses, just try to explore other opportunities and go abroad. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a very nice motive, I would say, to end this webinar, but we still have some time, so I would like to launch a second call for questions. If anybody has thought of anything they would like to ask.
May I think, please?
Yes, of course.
How does Telecenter centrally intend to provide courses because this is our first involvement in this process. Could you explain this, please?
If I understand correctly, the question is how can Telecenter Europe help in order for you to promote your courses?
Yes, exactly.
Of course, you can feel free to promote them through Basecamp to all the other members, or on Unite IT, where not only members but also other organizations interested in digital inclusion are registered. We also have a platform called iLink, where you share this with other stakeholders interested in youth employability and entrepreneurship, but of course in the context of digital skills. So many of those people registered on this platform are also interested in the new digital revolution and how to use those tools with people. So everything that you mentioned is relevant for them. In addition to those three channels, so Basecamp, Unite IT, and iLink, of course, you can promote it through our events. The problem with this is that the deadline for this year, for this Mobility K-Action 1, is the 2nd of February, so it's quite soon. That's why we wanted to organize this webinar as early as possible in January, because less than 1 month to prepare your applications, and there is just one deadline per year. Then the next one is next year in February. But of course, you can promote those courses in the Telecenter General Assembly or during our annual conference in October. So then members and other stakeholders can come to your courses next year. So these, I would say, the four channels. So let's repeat: the Basecamp, Unite IT, iLink, and our face-to-face events. Then they are relevant for the next year. Thank you. So, are there any other questions?
Will we have this webinar offline? I mean, the slides and everything?
Yes. Well, there were no slides, but have already received the guidelines that Alteo presented by sharing his screen.
Okay.
Already received also the three training offers that were presented, but I can resend them, of course, after the webinar together with the recording. So the recording will also be available if you want to revisit our discussion, well, sales presentation and so on. Everything will be available by email. There are no other questions. Well, thank everyone for participating. I hope it was for you, and as I mentioned, quite soon. So I hope this will really help you in your practical preparation for this call in the beginning of February. And if you have any problem or experience any difficulties, you can also always contact us at Telecenter Europe, because we are ready as much as we can to help you. So it's me, Gabriela, and Barbara, our fundraising officer, who is sending you every month our funding alert. Either one of us could give you further practical advice and information with regards to filling your application form. So feel free, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And wishing you, everybody, a good day. I should have started with this, but Happy New Year to everyone, with whom we haven't met in 2017 yet. So thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.